Alright, so we just got back today from up north, and I have Phoenix running around back here. But it rained out, and this is the first rain that the home-built camper has been through. You see it kind of tucked away here. And I have to unlock it, but I want to take a peek and see if it is wet. It's right under the eave, so it should have got a lot of rain. We're gonna find out here. It looks pretty dry in here. It looks really dry. Good. I don't see any water spots. That looks a little darker, but I don't think that's water. Yeah, it doesn't seem like water. Make sure I lock her back up. But looks pretty good. Yeah, looks really good. Sweet. What's up, Phoenix? What's up, buddy? I gotta mow the backyard. Oh, gotta mow. Yeah, run around, bud. Burn off all that energy. I'll show you guys the garage. Kind of my evening project is to get all this stuff organized. It didn't rain this morning. It did rain a little bit yesterday, so as soon as I get all this stuff put on the shelf and yada yada yada, which I'm going to do tonight, I need to get this pop-up pushed up and hopefully it can push all the way up with that rail for the garage. The bike can come down, not a big deal there, but hopefully it'll go up all the way. And we'll get her dried out. But yeah, it towed good while it's popped up. I'm just gonna pop it up, get that canvas open so it'll dry out, and then gonna jack up the wheel, pull off the each wheel, the caps, and get the tires off, repack those bearings. I checked them going on the highway. Let's see here, that side was warm, this side was a little warmer. You could still put your hand on there and just hold it. It wasn't hot enough where it would burn you. But I have some high temperature wheel bearing grease right here. And I want to just do a little bit of a video look up to see, but wheel bearing grease. And we're going to get those repacked so they're for sure good to go. I don't have to worry about him. And yeah, other than that, the only thing that I noticed was when I came into the alleyway, the rear bumper scrapes. So I don't know which side it scrapes on, but it scrapes pretty bad too. It's like, but that's fine. This is what she looks like. She still needs a vent on the top, but you know, it didn't really affect it while we were out there. It didn't drip or anything like that, so yeah, I mean, really, I think we're doing pretty good. This will work out good. The door will be on a really convenient side this time, but we'll get her popped up. There's one as you guys see in the one patch on, that would be this, that back side here. There's like an area, a couple small areas that need to be fixed. So I'm going to get that done. And I have the material, actual canvas patch material right here. I think there's some type of canvas cement. That's super glue, that's not what I want. Somewhere in here. Like I said, I just got back, so a lot of this stuff needs to be organized, but need to get that swept up. These are the old cushions. They're just waiting to go in the trash can since it was full when we left. It's empty now, so I'll get those thrown away and all that other stuff thrown away. And we'll get the wheel bearings greased. I gotta find some pool noodles for that, but I want to get that on here if possible. And we should be set up and good to go, guys. Everything worked flawless on it. Went up, went down. Got a little wet in that one corner, but I think that was just because of the little holes in the canvas. And I seen a DIY awning, and they used like I can't remember what it was, if it was a nut or a washer. They slid it in there, and then it hooks up to the tarp, and it goes out. So I'm gonna look into that a little more, because it would be nice to have an awning on here, obviously. But everything worked, had no issues. The table is a little too tall, so when I pop it open, I gotta see. This one actually does look slightly smaller. I gotta compare the two sizes. That one has to be smaller. I didn't realize that, but if it is still too tall, I'm probably gonna cut one of these down. So just use my angle grinder and zip off a couple inches so it's right. But it's so tall that when you go to eat, you're like up here on the table, your shoulders are really high, so I'm gonna do that. But looking at that one, it actually looks a lot shorter. So I think it has a tall one and a short one for whatever reason, because there was two in there. So yeah, but other than that, this is a Goodwill score right here. This is a new set of 4 of these, is $40 at Walmart. This was $4, and I understand it only has the one, but I only have 3 and I'm missing one. So I'm gonna have my 4th one. The one I have in here is a plastic one, old plastic. You guys might have seen it. So now I'll have one that matches the rest, and I'll have 2 cages in case those other ones break. Because when my dad had his camper, I remember these being broken after a while. So I'll keep the other 2 just in case one of those triangle parts break. But really, it's good. We bought this while we were up there. As you guys seen, we were cooking burgers. To get it back home though, I knew it was going to rain, so I wanted the tunnel cover down, and I had to take it kind of apart, so I have to re-put it back together again. But I did just put it together as simple. I only used, there's 2 holes, I only used 1. These aren't even tight, they're just loose, so it was all just put together in about 20 minutes time, and we cooked on it quick, and then today we brought it home. But I've wanted a charcoal grill, so it's like not a Webster, I think it's I don't even know what brand this thing is. It came with a good dent on it already, of course. It's a Thermos brand, but I figure this is kind of like your standard charcoal grill, so what can go wrong with that? But yeah, so that's really all that we got going on. Yeah. So tonight, get this going. Maybe I'll do a live feed, but it's the middle of the week. I keep forgetting it's Wednesday, and a lot of people work. So here's the ball that I used. It's just a 2-inch welded one here. So let's use that. And yeah, anti-theft. Apparently that's a thing. But that's the one I used. It was pretty much fresh. It never been used. I got it with the Tahoe, and I just used my 3. I got one with the 3 balls, but for this thing to tow right. I needed a little bit of a drop, so I just used this one. Worked good. This is how much wear was put on it. It does have quite a bit of play in that receiver, so, but you don't hear it as you're driving down the road. I remember in the Tahoe, you would hear that thing clunking around, and it was annoying because you're in one big open area. But with the pickup truck, you don't hear it bouncing around at all. One other thing I did was this thing had a propane holder, the round propane holder part on the front, which should be over here now. I don't know where that thing went, but if you've seen these trailers, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a metal band that holds the propane in place. Here it is. And right before we left the night before, I cut it off because I wanted that plastic tub on there. And the plastic tub is amazing. It holds, I'm going to get a heavy duty one because this is just the cheapest black one Walmart had. But it sits right there. You put a strap on it. It holds all the wooden blocks. It holds the, this is what you spray to keep the bugs off. It's like, Bugs Way. All these pins and stuff when you're parked, throw them all in there. You don't lose them. And the receiver goes in there. The wheel goes in there. So it's kind of a keep all. And it's, when it rains, nothing gets wet. And it just worked out really convenient. So like I said, these are just, they're like $6 a piece or something. And this one was storing some boxes over there. What do I got? 5 of them. So I'm going to get a really nice, sturdy one and put it on there. It'll work good, but it's a good size. The thing is, I don't trust the furnace in any of these, so I didn't need a propane bottle on there, the buddy heater. If I decide to do fall camping and I want that on a 20-pounder, I can just run that through, I can make my own hole if I need to run that, but the furnace in these I do not trust. So anyways, a little, if you're wondering why it looks different, that's what I did, but yeah, so I'm going to make a step. I was thinking, how am I going to make a step? I don't know how to make a step, and I'm like, well, geez, I can weld together almost, I got plenty of metal here, I'll make a nice heavy-duty one out of some of this heavy stuff right here. That, weld 2 caps, one on each side, and a bolt and a nut, and you're in business. I mean, that's all you need. I got some other pipe too that'll work, but yeah, it just sits right there. Because when I had this thing jacked up, it does sit up with the jacks. It's preloaded quite a bit. So once you take all that preload off, it does sit up high enough where you tend to almost fall out of it. So it does need a step, but should not be too hard. You can almost use a piece of wood and 2 lag bolts. Nice chunk of wood would be just fine, but I got some steel here, and I got some more steel lying around in the corners and stuff of the garage, so I'll figure out some sort of a step for it. But yeah, pretty cool, guys. All the lights worked. So yeah, I'll do a video cleaning her up, getting her popped up. One of my birthday gifts was a GoPro. It's one of the small cube ones that you use for like swimming. But she got me this awesome head strap, and I was playing with it today, and it works out really nice. I have an app on my phone that allows me to see what's going on, and I can turn it on remotely. So that's gonna be awesome for like hunting, but then it's also gonna work good for like tonight with this. I'll just take like a 10-minute clip of me popping this thing up. You get a bird's eye view right here of everything I'm looking at, everything I'm doing. You'll see my hands and everything. Super wide angle lens, and I think I'm gonna do that, and then I can get an app on my phone that allows, I think, the videos to just get edited right then and there on the fly, and then I'll just upload them like that. So that's the hope. We'll find out. I have to play with it more, but I got a bunch. Oh, hiccups! I got a bunch of wonderful birthday gifts from Sam, and I got a really nice Dutch oven from Melissa and my dad. It's like a 4.7 liter one. It's pretty big, and super thick cast iron, so I can't wait to use that. That's going to come in handy. Make some sort of a stew or something maybe when I go duck hunting. That'd be good. But yeah, that's about it. So Sam's showering or something right now, and when she gets done, we'll probably hang out. And then she has to work, so she'll go to bed at 9:30, and I'll come out here and putz. I gotta stay up really late tonight. I've been going to bed at like 10 or 11. And, well, I don't fall asleep till like midnight, but still, that's 4 or 5 hours different. So I have to kind of stretch my sleeping schedule out today, and that way I'm kind of back on track. So, all right, that's all I got. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.